Hi everyone and welcome to this video. So this video is going to be a little bit different to my normal how-to videos. We're going to be going behind the scenes of my live streaming studio. And I wanted to introduce to you some of the basic equipment that you need to go live. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Anita and I run my business from home, like many of you do at the moment. We are moving our businesses onto the digital arena, mainly because of the situation that we all find ourselves in at the moment with COVID-19, but also because we've realised that actually we can communicate with others through the digital arena, such as Facebook, Instagram, our own websites and online platforms such as YouTube. And we can do this through live streaming. Now, it doesn't have to be complicated. As a mum of four, I didn't really have the money to buy a lot of equipment to go live streaming. I just wanted to do it as simply as possible. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the basics that I started out with and what I think you should really invest in and what you can get away with without investing too much money in. So we're going to be flicking the camera around so that you can actually see my desk, and I'm going to talk through all the different basic equipment that I use to live stream and the software that I use, which is currently Restream.io. Now, one of the reasons that I use Restream to live stream is that it allows me to reach multiple audiences using just the one platform. So I can live stream through the Restream studio and reach an audience on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, my Facebook groups, my Twitter account, and even my LinkedIn account. So it enables me to actually speak to the audience, give the value that I normally give, without having to repeat the conversation over and over again by live streaming individually to those particular platforms. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to join me looking at my desk so that I can go through some of the equipment that I use and some of the equipment that you can use and the basics that you need when you start live streaming. Inside my live studio. Hope you like it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go over some of the basic equipment that you need in order for you to start live streaming. So the best thing is to go ahead and get a laptop or a desktop. So I have a MacBook Pro, but any desktop or laptop with a built-in camera and a built-in microphone and speakers will suffice. Now, if after you've tested it, the speakers or the microphone don't work very well, all you need to do is to get yourself some headphones and just make sure that it has a built-in microphone. And then all you need to do with that is to plug it into your computer and you can actually use this to live stream. If you don't want the bulky headphones, you can go ahead and use some earpods if you have them. Or what I do is I have this Rode microphone, and what it does is it allows me to plug it in and pin it to my blouse. And that way I can always make sure that my voice is quite close to the microphone. Buying this one when you live stream at home also comes in handy when you are live streaming outside, when you're on the go, maybe when you're using your mobile and you want to plug it into your mobile phone and go live, maybe when you're in the park or doing something else, maybe at a networking meeting or something like that. But the basic equipment is a laptop with a built-in camera or a desktop with a built-in camera, and just make sure that the microphone works well, and if it doesn't, then go ahead and invest in some earphones with a built-in microphone, or if you do have them, go and grab your pair of earpods or the equivalent and you can use those. So you're set up really for the camera, the sound and the hearing. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about is the lighting. So at the moment, I'm using an Elgato light, which I've only just this moment upgraded to. I've literally had it a couple of weeks. And the thing I like about it is that I am actually upgrading my live streaming experience and I'm getting a Stream Deck. So that means that I'll be able to control my light remotely using either the Stream Deck or my mobile phone. However, I did start out with this ring light over here, and the reason that it's multicolored is because it comes with these different shades of filters. So you can have an orange filter for a slightly more warmer feel, and you can have the white light filter for a slightly more whiter, lighter feel. Now, what I've done actually is I mixed it up so that it gave me a mixture of the two. It does come as a dimmable product, so you can actually dim it down and raise it up, and it does come with the stand. So as a beginner light, it's really, really useful, and it is quite cost effective, and I have been using it for at least the last 3 or 4 years. I've only just, like I said, upgraded to the Elgato because it is a little bit more intuitive and it does have some added features, which I'm not going to go into today because this is all about the basic stuff. However, if you did want to start out and you're just starting out, then if you wanted to invest in a light that you could use later in more advanced software systems, then the Elgato is probably one of those lights that you could probably think about investing in. But to start off with, as artificial lights go, just go ahead and grab a ring light or a desktop mounted light that you can use and switch on whenever you need it. Ideally, natural light is the best option, but as I explained earlier in the video, we don't always have the option for natural light. So artificial lights are an absolute must when it comes to live streaming. So I just want to quickly mention the microphone that you can see, because I did actually purchase this right at the beginning as well. Not long after I started live streaming, I decided that I wanted a microphone that I could move around my office, because this one comes in really handy when I want to do my live standing up, because I do have this nice table here which actually raises up so that I can actually stand up whilst I'm live. So I have invested in this Blue Yeti, and one of the reasons that I invested in this particular one is because it comes with the desk stand as well. So that's an investment that I did very early on in my live streaming career. And like I said, the Elgato Light is an addition that I've only just started to look at. So the ring light and the desktop and the laptop and the earphones and the actual audio and everything that we have here has been perfectly okay for me all the way along. The only other thing that I did upgrade quite early on, because the MacBook Pro's camera isn't as nice as it should be, considering that the technology in there is advanced, is the Logitech webcam, which is what I'm recording this video with. So those are the basic equipments that you need. You just need to make sure that your camera works well, that your microphone works well, and that you're in a quiet place so that you won't get disturbed. Now, the next biggest thing that you need to ensure is working properly for your live stream is your internet. Ideally, you should plug your laptop into your internet router. However, if you're like me, having your internet plugged into your computer might not be possible, and my office is upstairs away from it. So I do have a booster halfway up the stairs, which enables my Wi-Fi to reach up to here. So just make sure that your internet is strong enough for you to live stream, and you can go to some of the broadband testing studios online and just double check what your upload speed is and your download speed is. It just means that when you do live stream, you haven't got to worry about a drop in service and you don't break up for those people that are watching. Okay, so the top 3 ingredients for a perfect live stream would be a laptop with a built-in camera. If you can't have a camera, then just grab a Logitech webcam for the top. Microphone, make sure that you have some earphones or earpods or a standalone microphone so that when you are speaking to your audience, you're going to be heard clearly. And then the lighting is really important, because people want to see and hear you, and they don't want you to have an interrupted broadcast. So do make sure that your broadband works wherever it is that you are live streaming from. And then the final piece of your live streaming equipment is your software. And for that, we're going to dive back into the studio, and I'm going to introduce you to the Restream software, which is the software that I use to multi-stream across various different platforms. So now that you've had a little look at my studio from my side and some of the basic equipment that you need, let's have a little look at the software that I use to live stream, which is Restream.io. We're going to jump into the pricing area first so that I can show you exactly where you need to start off. Okay, so the pricing, you can start from 0 forever. And what that will allow you to do is to live stream to one social media platform at a time. So you could live stream to YouTube, you could live stream to LinkedIn, to Twitch, or to Twitter. However, you can only live stream to your Facebook profile in the free plan. If you want to live stream to your Facebook business page or to groups, as well as the other platforms I've just mentioned, then you will need to upgrade to the standard package. Once you've got the standard package, you'll be able to live stream to 2 different platforms at the same time. So that's probably the one that you want to take if you want to multi-stream to 2 platforms at a go. And I think that that's a really good option to go with, because it means that you only have to actually go live once and you're reaching double the audience from your one live stream. Okay, so here I am inside the live studio of Restream. So Restream has 2 options to live stream. You can live stream using the live studio, which is my preferred method, or you can use an external software and route it through the Restream software using the RTMP stream key, which we won't go into during this because we're trying to keep this live streaming experience as simple as possible for you. So the best thing to do is to sign up for Restream and then jump into the live studio. In here, you can go to the setup area and you can connect your social channels. Now, in order for you to do that, I've popped a link underneath this video, which goes to Restream for Beginners, and it goes through all of the stages that you need to take in order for you to connect up your live streaming channels. And also it goes into how to use the live studio. So once you're in the live studio, the only thing that I would recommend that you do is to double check your settings every time you come in. Make sure that you're using the camera of choice. So if you have got a built-in camera into your desktop or your laptop, make sure that you choose the one that you want to use. And as I've got a webcam at the moment, I've stuck mine on the webcam. If you want the video resolution to change, you can. Otherwise, just leave it as a standard high definition, which is what I would advise you to keep it at. However, you can choose your microphone. So I have my Yeti here, but you can plug in your earphones and use these and your microphone in your earphones as well if you want to. Or you can use your earpods with a built-in microphone, or you can use your mobile microphone, which you can use in there. But that's just for speaking. So you'd be able to hear what people are saying through your normal laptop or desktop. So once you've set those 2, all that's left to do is to make sure that the setup is done. Prepare any graphics that you might have. So you might want to put your logo and things like that in. If you have any captions you want to put on, you can actually pop them into here. So you can actually show them along your screen just there. And then you can also have the chat open. So when you actually go live, you'll be able to see all the conversation that people make during the live stream come into this chat area here. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this little behind the scenes into my live studio area and some of the basic equipment that I started live streaming with. If you want to start using Restream.io, then I've popped a link to Restream underneath this video for you to go ahead and join up for free. And if you would like to find out any more about the other equipment that I've got inside my office, then don't forget to have a little look in my Amazon shop. All that's left to say is don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the equipment that I'm using or getting started with Restream and live streaming from your home office, please do pop them in the comments below. I try to answer all of my questions as soon as I get notified about them. And if I can't answer them straight away, I will go off and do a little bit of research around it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell if you want notification of the next time I upload a video like this. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.